Hello YouTube, my name is Isabella and today we're going to be doing my February TBR game Chronicles. It's technically called the TBR Chronicles. But do I ever call it that? No. If you missed January's TBR, I updated one rule and forgot to update another, so we're going to get to that in a second. Essentially, I'm starting off with 5 spins instead of 7 and going from there. So January was a success. I only ended up having 5 books on the TBR, so it was easy to get through, and that's basically what I want. The other rule I intended to change starting the beginning of 2022. I wanted to actually make my picks as I go. I felt like if I restrict the amount of spins, at least not like getting to slot in my TBRs perfectly as I want and do it as I go, make it a little teeny bit more challenging for me. I think it'll make editing easier as well. So I'm going to try this for February. If I hate it, I'm gonna change it back in March. Other than that, February, I don't have any big plans for it, even though it's technically my birthday month. But yeah, in terms of reading, there's a couple things I want to get on there. Rather open. I'm hoping to not have a crazy amount of spins because I actually enjoyed having a somewhat open TBR. First, I'm actually going to replace the prompt. Almost forgot to do that. And please excuse this outfit. I was going to dress cuter, but I got my booster yesterday and my left arm hurts. It's not bad or anything, but not very mobile, and I did not feel like changing. So anyway, and I can't really raise my arm. I hope you can see this, but I am picking mom pick. Okay. And obviously with the rule change, geez, this is going to be annoying using only my right arm. With the rule change, obviously if like my mom doesn't get back to me, or like the one that I was stressed about picking immediately was book club, because last time I got that prompt, it literally took me a solid day or two to actually come up with the pick because not everyone has their book clubs announced. Okay, so if I get red or pink, I have an extra spin. Other than that, this is fairly open and I like having my 5 spins. We'll see with spin number 1. I don't know what it is about my wheel, but I've spun 3 colors twice within 6 spins, and it's kind of annoying. But the first thing I got was novella, and I'm toying between 2. I'm toying between Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shauna McGuire, because this is a new release, new purchase for me, and it's something to knock off the TBR, so I should pick this. And I'm also wanting to give And the Mountains Echoed by Nivo a shot, because I really, really, really loved the first novella in that series. And the third one is coming out sometime in later on in the year, I think in the summer. Okay, I think I'm going to hold off on And the Mountains Echoed, even though I really do want to read that, just to save it for a bit closer to the release date of the third one. And then I'm going to pick Where the Drowned Girls Go by Shauna McGuire. Love novellas. They're short, quick, and easy. And this is book 7 in the Wayward Children series. I'm sure you know what it's about. So far so good with the new rule change. We're going to make a pick. Yearly TBR. This would be fantastic as well. This is more annoying than I thought, having my left arm out of commission. Okay, so 3 colors would give me an extra spin. The rest are utterly blank. Spin number 2. No, 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 no. I thought I was funny when I picked this, or wrote this prompt, and I severely regret it now. I hate this prompt. I thought I was clever when I was making new prompts, but I hate it. Questionable just means a book that I'm doubtful I'll like, or I'm on the fence about, and I have one in mind specifically for that, but I don't want to read it, and that's From Blood and Ash, the Jennifer L. Armentrout one. I don't even know if that's the right title. I have a solid feeling I won't like this book, but I purchased it on Kindle, I think, and literally everyone talks about it, and I do question it. Before I actually go with it, let me browse my shelves for a second and see if I have anything else. Oh, I just thought of another one that is also very questionable that I've owned for years. Do I want to go with the Kindle pick or a book actually on my TBR? Both of them I really don't want to read. I don't want to read this book. Hopefully the audiobook is available to me in some form, but I've owned this for so long, so I'd rather knock this out of my TBR than read a book on Kindle that I'm not sure I'm gonna like. But From Blood and Ash is definitely an option if this prompt comes up again. I'm going with Caraval by Stephanie Gerber. This book is old. I think this was like the second ever Owl Crate I ever received. Sure was. I don't think I'm gonna like this book. And also now I have to spin again, so that's fun. Double whammy. Okay, another one. Friendship. I like that. I don't know of any friendship books, but okay. So spin number 3. The base is breaking, so if I'm in the shot, I apologize, but spin 3, I just have to hold on. Blue, adult. Thank God. This one is interesting because it's so broad, and a lot of the books I want to read are adult, so I'm curious as to which one I should pick. The book I've chosen, I'm choosing because I think other prompts could fulfill, the other books I want to read could fulfill the prompts easier than this one, so I'm putting this one on the list, and that's Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. I read the second book this month and really enjoyed it, and picked this up when I was at the bookstore, and I'd like to close out the trilogy. I want to close out series, and if I decide to purchase books this year, new, like full price, I want to be prioritizing reading them pretty much when I get them in. This is the third and final book in the Winter Night trilogy. I think that's the name of the trilogy, and I've enjoyed it so far. It's very popular. The ratings on the first book are wild. I didn't realize how popular it was, but anyway. And it's snowy. February is the last month where there's like a ton of snow here, so I like the idea of finishing out the trilogy in February. To pick another prompt, we're going to go audiobook. That's good. And spin number, this is hurting my arm. Okay, spin number 4. We caught it. Book club. Okay. Yikes. Cannot believe I almost forgot that this technically would count as book club, and I'm counting it my game, my rules. I'm choosing Before They Are Hanged by Joe Abercrombie. I am going to be participating in the Abercrombie read-along hosted by Bethany and Leanna. Their channels will be down below. They're reading a book every month. This is the first month I'm supposed to be participating, and it's not technically a book club because they're doing like podcast episodes about it, but I don't care. This counts. This is as close as I could get it without having to read Ice Planet Barbarians, which is the only other book club that I know is reading a book in February. So, and then, oh, also, I think Jess Owens' nonfiction book club is reading Mediocre by Ijeoma Oluo, but I'm literally reading that like right now, so I can't count that either. I'm going with this because I don't want to read Ice Planet Barbarians, and I needed to get this on here somewhere. Anyway, I feel so smart. Dealer's Choice. Oh, I don't think I've ever gotten that. That would be great. This base is giving me hell, so hopefully holding it works. That was awful. Can I spin again? I got 5-star prediction. No, I guess we'll just stick with it. 5-star prediction. I don't even remember what I put on my 5-star predictions last year other than 2 Kindle books. I wonder if there were any owned books that I have not yet read. So that past video, I have a choice between Red Sister and Unkindness of Ghosts and The Sword of Kaigen. I don't think I want to start a new series right now, so I'm going to take Red Sister off the list. Let me look at the runtime of both of them, because apparently I care about that right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pick An Unkindness of Ghosts by Rivers Solomon, partially because it's shorter and partially because I just filmed my best of the year and talked about how much I loved Sorrowland by Rivers Solomon, and this is the only book that I have outstanding from them, and it's their first release. Okay, so what is hopefully the last spin? I think I like this method. I have a feeling I'll probably forget stuff occasionally, but as long as the TBR is shorter, I'll be able to squeeze on the things I want. The final one is just fantasy. Okay, final spin, hopefully, because my arm is bothering me. Anyway, 3, 2, 1. Dark blue, audiobook, perfect. So I'm gonna check, I guess, any holds and stuff that I have coming in soon. Wow, I just realized I delayed a hold on the correct book, or the next installment I had on the Wheel of Time, thinking it was like book 5 when I needed 4. Turns out 4 had just come in. That's really annoying. It looks like my hold of Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates should be coming in February, but that is a should, not a guarantee. Instead of guessing that an audiobook is going to come in on my other app, I have this one directly available to me, so I'm just going to download it. And that is Empire of Wild by Sherry Dimeline. I am very excited for this book because the other book she wrote I absolutely adored, and this is an adult book from her, so hopefully I really like it. This is based on the indigenous Métis myth of the Rougarou, which is like a wolf-like being who wears the skin of your loved ones, I think. And our main character husband just like disappears one day, and then he shows up out of the blue, I think 11 months later, claiming to be a preacher and not recognizing her in the slightest. I think this sounds really cool. I just realized through the hoopla of me picking all of my reads, I didn't really describe what they're about. Caraval is a young adult title. It is the first in a trilogy about like a magical-ish circus. Winter of the Witch, I think I described. Before the Hanger is book 2 in the First Law trilogy. All of these titles are pretty popular releases. And An Unkindness of Ghosts is about a futuristic society in which they're on a ship that's modeled after the antebellum South. And that's all I know. Anyway, I like these picks, except for this one. That's going to be a struggle, I think. We shall see. But I liked doing my TBR this way. I don't think I forgot anything super important. And I have 6 books on the TBR for February. So hopefully all goes well. Let me know down in the comments below your February plans for reading. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye.